You would think.
And he's capable of a sub 430 on any day. He's a good runner.
Yep.
He's better 2-miler than he is miler, but he's solid all the way around.
Well, appears to be in road racing shoes. It's not spiked up, so maybe he's...
Oh, he's in the 2-mile today too, so...
Running them all off the line, huh?
Go, Jeffrey!
I think I would have preferred to start that many guys in a barrel, but... Waterfall start, get them separated.
Yep. Gagnon's gone to the front, Blues in second.
I think he also knows if he's gonna play with any of the speedsters, he might as well tire him out a little bit. If you were to choose, what would you rather? A 2-mile or a miler with the strength, or a 2-miler with the speed?
Well, I think in high school, I like a 2-mile I like strength in high school. But when you get into college, most race comes down to a kick.
Right. So there we go through in 70. Gagnon, he's got a gap about, I don't know, 8 meters or so. He looks good.
Yeah, no, he's
really
solid.
Does.
He's a good runner. He's had great battles with my son over the years.
Right. I mean, he's out, but he doesn't look like he's straining. The other guys look like they're working a little bit to stay in there. So
he had a tough one over the winter. I mean, he basically set the tone in the 3000, and then when they caught the when they lapped the pack.
Yeah.
He got jammed up, came off the track, got DQ. But in my book, he's still rated 851.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
He knows he did. Those are the things that happen. Indoor, when you get that big of a crowd, you kind of lose where everybody is. You know, it's a championship. You come rambling up, and next thing you know, you make a corner, and boom, you're right up on them.
Right.
He was pretty discouraged because, you know, it was 8 points for his team that kind of went down the drain. But the team pulled it together, and they won another state championship.
Hey, you always want to have you want to be one of the ones that counts for that. But 222.
22.
Back of another bunch of his Pinkerton guys, plus Kyle Simpson of Hollis Brookline.
He seems to be tying up a little bit, though.
Yeah, they do seem to be chasing him down a little bit. But if he can keep him off until you get to the 1 lap to go, everybody seems to be able to go with 1 lap to go. Sometimes I'm amazed at the magic of the 400-meter mark.
Yeah.
Same time, I think everybody's relying on the same magic.
Sometimes when you do workouts, that's why you mix it up a little bit. You throw in a 500 or a 900.
We don't ever run any 400s because it's just, I don't know.
Anybody can run a 400.
Anybody can run a 400. So we our bread and butter is 300s and 500s.
Yep.
Just because they also have no idea what their PR in those events are.
You know, the other thing is, if you got studs and you got kids that are learning, put the kids that are learning in the 400, start the other kids at 500.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Make them work for a little bit.
Yep. All right, we've got Kyle Simpson of Hollis Brookline to the front.
If Gagnon can stay close, I still think he's all right.
Exactly. He's dragging Nathan Stein with him.
But he can't get gapped. If he gets gapped, it's going to...
I know I'm always trying to tell my kids, get out of their line of sight. Yep. You get out of their line of sight, they stop thinking about you.
Last year's race, this is where Aiden O'Hearn kind of broke out, him and Vorback.
Yep.
Had a great race, and Vorback held him off.
Talking about that, I didn't.
But he kind of came out of nowhere.
Right.
And he went on to run a 419.
Yep. And that's fast.
Yep.
All right. We've got Kyle Simpson still in the lead. Looks like he's going to take this.
Gagnon's coming.
First heat. Gagnon is coming. He's moved past Stein. I don't think he's going to run out of room, though.
Yeah.
4:44. And we've got 7. We're going to get 8, 9. We got 9 of them under 5 minutes. That's from section 1. Section 2, we're going to be looking at Aidan O'Hearn from Concord, Tom Vanderslice of Exeter, Matthew Griffin of Londonderry, Jackson Mazjaka of Salem, Braden Kearns of Concord, Caleb Cornthalls of Milford, Jack Taylor of Winnicunnet, William Heenan of Londonderry, Ryan Devine of Concord, Paul Belletto of Alvern, John Diaz of Brookline, Joe Curran of Nashua North, James Sullivan of Exeter, Noah Tarasina of Winnicunnet, and Kerry Daly of Londonderry. It's a pretty stacked field, too.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Jack Taylor's going to be a tough one to beat today. O'Hearn's going to be right there. We'll see if Curran can bounce back from. He didn't run very well last week. He didn't run very well at New England, so I don't know if something's going on with him, but he's definitely got it in him to run well.
Right, right.
You know, Heaton's a good miler. So we'll see.
We will see.
I'm interested in seeing Jack Taylor. See if he can have a little breakthrough race on these guys.
Yep. And here we go. They're out. Taylor went right to the front. No dummy there.
Hope they take advantage of it and go fast, because
Almost doesn't look it though right now.
it looks just really slow.
Somebody, is that Cornthal's going all the way around?
I didn't see Colin Donnelly today in any of the races either, and he's been having a pretty good year from Winnicunnet.
Yes. Winnicunnet's had a great year too.
Yeah, they were a 5th man away from surprising a lot of people.
I know we were fingers crossed on those guys and we couldn't get anywhere near them.
No, they were good.
Holy Lord, is that a tight field.
Yeah. A little slow.
You'd hope somebody would just want to go out at some point.
Yep.
Recognize the time. Taylor's
keeping it awesome. There you go, 70, so 440 pace. They're not very fast, but
nope. I mean, if you're Taylor and you want this race, you're going to have to take it, because
I think he can kick with anybody in there.
If Devine stays close.
No, O'Hearn's got a better kick than Devine. But O'Hearn's got a better.
Well, that's what I meant.
O'Hearn's got a better.
Those two guys.
Yep.
If I was Jack Taylor, I wouldn't want them on my shoulder with 1 lap to go.
I definitely wouldn't want O'Hearn on me.
Right.
He blew out Kindop the other day, and Kindop. Winslow probably stays the fastest.
Yep.
And then I would say Kindop, but O'Hearn's right there. It all depends if O'Hearn's head's in it. If his head's in it, he can run with anybody.
All right. Coming into 800 meters, you got Taylor leading.
Picked it up a little bit.
800 and about 2:15. They definitely picked it up. They're almost single file right now. The rain's let up, but these guys are not dry.
I see a few guys that might be a little out of shape over from the winter break.
Yeah, it's possible. It happens, right?
It does happen. I think it's one of the issues where we wait a month for New England's.
Yeah.
And then you just add another month on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it is we've got 6 weeks in between the end of New Hampshire indoor and then the start of
But by states, you're usually you're pretty fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I set up so that my guys can have like train for this half marathon we put on that starts and finishes at my house, just to give them something to do. Yeah, otherwise, what are you going to do in the middle of February when the weather's terrible? I don't like going out in it.
No.
So I can't blame them.
So setting up pretty good for a good race
It
here.
is. Jack Taylor, Aiden O'Hearn. There we go. Come on.
So not very fast.
No.
Massachusetts kid might surprise them both.
I don't think they're.
Matt Griffin's having a good day.
Yep.
Braden Kearns, 2 sophomores right in there. 4th and 5th place. Matt Griffin's come along this year.
Yes, I would have to agree with you there. Women's mile, the winner was Michaela Randall, like we mentioned before. She ended up running 5:17.56.
O'Hearn can pull this out.
Right. There we are in the straightaway.
Yeah, looks like he's going to do it.
Looks like he's going
Whoa,
to.
no, it doesn't. Tight race.
It's going to be Brookline's
425, 426.
John Diaz. 425.
Braden Kearns, Matt Griffin. Ryan Devine. Joey Kern. That turned out to be decent.
That did.
That last lap was pretty smoking.
That last lap was pretty smoking. Well, that's what happens, I guess, when you
Thomas Van der Slice.
when you end up waiting it out. Wait till that last lap. It should be fast,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. That was good though. So who was the kid from Brookline that won that?
Kid that from Brookline was John Diaz.
One's with me right now. Blocks are up here.
4x1s you have? Well, maybe I have. Sorry. All right, next up we have the first section of the girls 4x1. And first section we should have Winnicott, Hollis Brookline, Keene, Salem, Londonderry, Manchester Memorial, Sauhegan, and Alvern. Our fastest time listed in here is 53.00, so I'm not sure whether that's been run or not. But we'll find out. I'm going to pan this way.
Okay, nobody in one. First race.
Should be Winnicott.
Keane, are you in first race?
No, Winnicott.
Winnicott. Lane 1 or 3?
1 for Winnicott.
Keene's in 3.
Keane's in 3. Go to your zones, ladies. Go. Winnicott's in 1.
Yep. Should be.
Girls, Winnicott, where are you?
Winner of the boys' mile was John Diaz from Brookline, 425.4, beating last year's time by David Vorbach of 429.16. Also under that was Aiden O'Hearn, 425.64. So basically 0.2 of a second difference. Again, they got off to a slow start, but certainly got cranking towards the end of things. Of course, we get to seems like we get to the sprint events and get a little bit of rain. Settling into their blocks. About half the field using them, the other half Not. And they're off. Of course, it's very difficult to see exactly what's going on until you get into that last handoff exchange. Clear through the first zone. Coming into the last handoff, looks like we've got Londonderry getting the stick first. Londonderry's definitely going to win this one, as they've got about a 20-minute lead over Alvern, Keene, Salem, Memorial, Hollis, Brookline, Souhegan, and Winnicott.
I want to talk with the lead runner.
So Londonderry takes the first section. Second section coming out on the track, we've got Lowell, Portsmouth, Concord, Pinkerton, Merrimack, Nashua South, Exeter, and Milford. Looking down the straightaway, and it looks like South Sydney Lewis is taking the handoff, the final handoff for South. Looks like they're clean through the first handoff zone. And looks like Portsmouth took the baton first. But it might be Pinkerton pulling away in the final bits, and it'll be Pinkerton taking that heat, followed by Portsmouth and then South. All right, for the boys 4x1, we've got Lane 2, Winnicott, Lane 3, Nashua North, Lane 4, Salem, Lane 5, Manchester Memorial, Lane 6, Brookline, and Lane 7, Souhegan. Winner of the, we're calling them the blocks. Winner of the girls 4x100 was Londonderry with a time of 53.41. Alvern was second and Keene was third. Away they go. Clean through the first zone.
Figures I'd go all the way back and didn't take the umbrella and start pouring again.
Ah, who's this knucklehead that's standing on the track?
I don't know.
Looks like we got Nashua North taking that one, followed by Brookline. Next heat we got Nashua South, lane 1, Exeter, lane 2, Concord, lane 3, Pinkerton, lane 4, Lowell, lane 5, Alvern, lane 6, Merrimack, lane 7, and Hollis Brookline in lane 8. That guy's twice as big as any of my distance runners. Actually, no, I got one, I forgot.
Huh.
We call him Big Truck. He doesn't run that fast, but he's fun to watch running a mile. He's twice the size of everybody else in the field. Fastest time in here is Pinkerton with a 44.00, so I'm not sure if that's an estimated time or...
It had no spikes in it.
Tori, after the gun goes off too, pull those. Bring them into the inside. Hey. Pull. And go get me the paper.